Hey everyone, so I just got back from NAMM and I wanted to share some thoughts while they're still fresh about some of the products and booths that I visited. So the first thing was the Otto links at the JJ Babbitt booth. So there's the Florida V, the Super Tone Master V, and the LA model. So three different models. There were some pieces that looked pretty good. There's kind of this hand pick section, and then there's all the other ones. But basically I was a little underwhelmed by them. I'm still seeing some quality control issues. So I'm kind of basing this off of all the other ones rather than the hand-picked ones, because honestly nowadays you should be able to buy a mouthpiece and not have to worry about if it's the good ones or the other ones. When I played through them, they felt okay, pretty decent. There's a lot of NAMM noise though, a lot of people playing. So when I listened back to my stories, because I took a little video of it, I thought they sounded better on the stories, and so I'd actually be interested in trying them kind of in a more isolated situation, at home or something. That's just kind of my first thoughts on that, and so I wouldn't say it's, a total departure or anything fantastically new. I wish it were though. We all stand, behind JJ Babbitt. We love the history of it, and we'd love to see some really great work out of there. One of the other interesting horns I saw was the Buffet Senzo. I'm holding a really heavy camera here. The Buffet, I think it was a Senzo. It's not one I would normally consider, but when you look at it, the B-flat key is split. And I thought that was really interesting. I haven't seen that before. I don't know if that's necessarily new this year, but I do want to go back and try that one. Yeah, I thought it was just a really interesting mechanism. Some other guys there told me that they'd like the sound of it, but I want to figure that out for myself. I did like the Rampone and Kazani's. There's a solista, I think it's called, the soloist in Italian. That was a pretty sweet one. It was gold-plated, and then the neck angles, these are really cool. They're like in different levels, and so I played one of the middle ones, but it's like really flat across. So you hold the horn differently, and you get used to it in a couple minutes of playing. But they sounded really great. I thought they had a lot of body, especially that mid-level one. I think it was solid silver with gold plating. But they just have a totally different look. When you're at NAMM, there's so many booths. Sorry, I'm like dipping. There's so many booths now that are, it's just like Chinese and Taiwanese companies, and it's almost like the same saxophone over and over. And all these companies, I don't know if they're trying to get manufacturing deals or different things, but we're seeing less. We're seeing more of that, and we're seeing more white label brands, all that different stuff. So to see handmade, it totally has it has a totally different vibe. Like the finish work, no lacquer. I think it was the founder, or at least one of the guys there, was very adamant about no lacquer. That's his thing, and I stand by that. I mean, I think I do like stuff with lacquer, but I like that if he doesn't like lacquer, he's not going to put it on his horns. I think that's pretty cool. Which also kind of reminds me of this purchase, the Big Boy. It's the Reed Geek Big Boy. It's kind of a ridiculous thing. I probably shouldn't have gotten it, but it kind of embodies what I like, and it's a little ridiculous too. So it's this giant Reed Geek. It's got 4 different edges. It's like diamond encrusted steel alloy, something or other. And it's got this file on the back. And of course, every edge is like extremely sharp and flat. So why did I get this? Basically, I think it's, Morrow made like 10 of these. So in my mind, he loves the product. He works with it. He knows it back and forth. And this was, I think, testing the boundaries. This is like him saying, how far can I push this? Like, how ridiculous can I be? And, if we just do literally everything, like, you get this. And it's probably overkill. Like, I'll probably never use that file. I might use it as a nail file. I might use it for something. But honestly, I think it represents, like, high-quality materials, proper craftsmanship, and then, like, a passion for the design and for the product to just go all out. And so I think it's kind of crazy. There you go. That's the Big Boy. Oh, I got to check out the new 52nd Streets, the ones where they have the different fingering, the different key work. on it, like the Rue St. George. Those are pretty sweet. The C sharp to B flat, I think it's like the only saxophone where you can really pivot from the C sharp to B flat because it has a little bump. It's actually really cool. But that's a horn that I want to go back and check out. I thought that was pretty cool. Oh, and I'm seeing even more synthetic reeds. So we know Van Doren has one. Marca has a new one. They called it Unique, UNIC. I think it's pronounced Unique. I could go another way, but it said it was like natural fibers reinforced. So I'm not entirely sure how that process is made. There weren't people there when I went by to ask about it. But that's one that I'm interested in checking out. Of course, I generally like Bugatti cuts. I brought Bugattis, Nexus, Boston Sax Shop. They're all made at the Bugatti factory. All slightly different, but I like their manufacturing. It's good quality cane. That's probably why I like it. It's because it's the same source of cane. Those are some of my thoughts. There's a lot of other booths and things that I'm going to try tomorrow. Catch you on the next one. Keep an eye out for all things Vinty and Minty.